Hey guys, welcome back to Mitza Creek Farm. November is here and we are in a rush to get everything done for the farm for Christmas tree season. November 1st, which was yesterday, today's the 2nd, is the day we start harvesting boughs. I showed you that in the previous video. And the weather outside was gorgeous. And it's gorgeous today, a little bit windy, but I need to get some shade cloth up so that I can, instead of hauling all the stuff that we harvest into the trees to stay cool, I have it already on display for the customers, just like eliminating some steps of moving things. So I'm going to be working on that. Owen and Beck are going to be getting our mum ground cover and drip up, and if we could get all of that done today, that would be amazing. So first thing on the agenda for me is to put a piece of shade cloth here. And I already have one hook in right there. That way I have a good foundation. And the plan is that it's going to come out here and then provide shade. And then I can put the boughs and stuff under. So when we have these warm late fall days, the boughs don't dry out. They'll stay nice and cool and stay nice and healthy for the customers. This year's I kept them in our big pine trees in the shade in there, and it worked okay, but it was a lot of moving for me. So my plan is that this is going to be set up as a retail display because this is all going to be Christmas trees. So that's going to be like a retail display, and then we're going to have inside the high tunnel set up for classes and that kind of stuff. So if I get this up, I can just open the high tunnel door. People can have the greenery that they're picking out for their classes right there, and hopefully it is all nice and smooth. Originally I was thinking of putting it somewhere out here or even on the north side of the stone coop, but the problem with that is that I didn't want it to block the stone coop because it's just beautiful, and I didn't want this big ugly shade cloth in the way. And on the north side that's where we had our campfire last year, and so I kind of want to keep the campfire and maybe do some photo props over there. So I didn't want to have the shade cloth in the way of the campfire, and I want it to be where I can kind of keep an eye, so if we're getting a lot of snow I can take it down. So right here is where I decided. There we go. Got this up, and that is going to give me plenty of space to put greenery in. And so the only thing I'm concerned about is that door opening and hitting this. So I've got to figure that out yet. But Owen and Beck are getting all the drip lines up, getting the ground cover up, and so once that is all done, then I can start figuring that out. Owen also got pretty much the rest of the fall stuff picked up and put away. We're starting to get ready with pots for porch pots, because now that we have greens, we can start making porch pots, and so things are really happening quick. I ended up just raising that bolt. I ended up just raising that bolt so that has more room. It still does hit here. I think I might just put a piece of foam there, just for a quick temporary solution, and then that way it doesn't catch on the fabric. But now I'm gonna go grab our boughs and put under there so that they can stay nice and cool. There we go. It's working exactly as I intended, which is really nice. Usually it takes some figuring out before my projects start falling together. I do know that the late afternoon sun is going to shine directly on there. I'm hoping that with everything that I have kind of planned in there, provides some shade. But really, my big concern is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. When the day is the warmest. It really starts cooling off now between 2 and 3. So that is my goal, is to keep them as cool and shaded as possible and as accessible as possible. Well, there we go. They're getting up the last piece of the ground cover now. We've gotten this whole area cleaned up and kind of put away. Beck got those fences, our old picket fences that were in front here. He got those moved to over there. We might use that as the little area around the campfire. And this is about as bad as it'll look now. And so tomorrow things will really start shaping up, getting into place and getting everything finished. We are gonna do some crazy things. We're actually gonna move the truck, this old truck. We're gonna get that moved. I'm gonna build some wreath displays. We're making new Christmas tree stands. Instead of using T-posts or boards with arms like we've had in the past, we're gonna make tree stands for every single tree, or for a good majority of the trees, depending on how much time we have. Time is running out. And so we are just kind of going full steam ahead. So tomorrow we have a very, very busy day. I'm taking advantage of as much weekend time as possible. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.